Hello everyone and welcome back to Math Merit. Today we are actually going to get into seeing something different about adding and subtracting rational expressions. So last class we actually went over adding rational expressions with like denominators. Today we're going to see what that looks like when we are subtracting rational expressions with like denominators. Now, I have my example already written on the board. 7x plus 5 minus 4x plus 3. And our denominator for both is 3x squared minus x minus 2. Okay, so let's get started. Like in addition, we're going to leave our denominator as it is. And we're going to combine our numerator. But since it is subtraction, what we're going to do, we're going to write it out like this. Okay? We're going to write it out like that. And let me explain why. We're going to be distributing this negative sign into this equation. Why? Because that's what we are actually doing. We are changing the sign because we are subtracting it. We're not adding it. Okay, so we're going to distribute our negative to these two. So that means we're going to be left with 7x plus 5 minus 4x minus 3. Okay, we have distributed our numerator. Okay, so we're left with this. Now let's simplify that numerator. Okay, combine like terms. We have 3x and a negative 4x. That gives us a 3x and a 5 and a negative 3. That gives us a 2. Okay, that's about as factored as it can get. So now let's go ahead and look at our denominator. Is our denominator as simplified as it could possibly be? I think it could be even simpler. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how. Alright, so simplifying this denominator, we are left with 3x plus 2 and x minus 1. Okay? Alright then. So that's what we're left with. And now it's simplified and factored as far as it can go. Now that we're at this step, we are actually going to simplify it even further. Because remember, we can cancel out or divide out different numbers in there, so it can be even simpler than it actually looks. So you see how we have 3x plus 2 and 3x plus 2? These easily become a1. So we would be left with 1 over x minus 1 as our final answer. Okay? Now this is very similar to when we added rational expressions, just that this time what we did is we took our negative sign and distributed into our second rational expression's numerator. Now again, since we do have like denominators, we leave our denominator as is in the beginning. After working out our numerator and making sure it's as simplified as it can go, we make sure our denominator is as simplified as it can go. If not, we factor it if it needs to be. If it's already factored out, then we just see what we can work with. Okay? Now, I'm going to go on and go into your example for today. For your assignment, very well, for your assignment today, I want you guys to go over this example, following the same steps I followed in the example I did with you guys. If you have any questions on anything, please don't hesitate and ask. I'm here to help. I hope to be hearing back from everyone very, very soon, and I hope y'all have a very wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye.